ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. हरिः ओम. Chintan. A poor person is not one without money, but one burdened with endless desires. पूज्य स्वामी स्वरूपानंद जी. We classify a person as rich or poor mostly on the basis of money. Money alone cannot be the criteria to categorize a person. There are different criteria to classify: economic criteria, education, experience, values, desires, etc. Economic criteria includes salary, assets, either of the individual or the nation. At a country level, we look at total GDP, per capita income. This is used to classify the country as either developed or developing country. Advanced nations are able to give a better standard of living for their citizens, be it education, healthcare, public infrastructure. They also exploit poor nations. A highly educated person is looked upon as becoming a potentially rich person. Education puts the individual in a certain groups, giving opportunity to earn more. Knowledge is considered as the greatest wealth as it cannot be destroyed. After learning a subject, it takes time to fully understand it. First is listening, after latter reflection. It is similar to eating food and later digesting it. A person who has got a rich and varied experience is regarded very highly in society. A person with good sanskar is considered as rich, as from childhood he had access to good learning teachers. In this materialistic world, a popular definition of being rich is ability to buy anything without having to look at the price. Basically, lot of money at disposal of the person, that price is not no longer a consideration between the individual and any object of desire. He or she wills it and gets it. There is no time gap, immediate availability. There is severe inequality in the globe, with top 10% of the population living a dream life, be it in terms of the school, college, healthcare, transportation, travel, even spirituality, in terms of access to ashrams and gurus. All people are equal, but some are more equal. The life which the cream of the society lives, the people whom they meet, objects experienced, everything is different. Rest of the society can only see this, probably be jealous of it, aspire for it. Hence, the belief in society is to make as much money as possible in shortest possible time to get into the top 10% of population. Desire is looked upon as an aspirational thing, as a positive sign of development. Puja Gurudev gives a totally different perspective. Happiness is equal to number of desires fulfilled divided by number of desires entertained. As per this equation, when is happiness infinite? It is only when denominator is 0. That is, number of desires entertained is either 0 or tending to 0. Happiness is infinite. This is what spirituality focuses on. How to reduce desires. This does not mean separation of desires. It is sublimation. We grow over it. Example, as an adult, when we are taken to a toy shop, there is neither an attraction nor aversion. We see toys as it is. Same way for a man of wisdom. Be he or she is not dependent on the external objects of the world to get happiness. Modern society has focused only on fulfilling desires. In fact, more the desires, better it is considered. We call it as a very motivated person. In any society, as objects are limited, but people are more, greater scope for disappointment than fulfillment. This is the reason we find more people disappointed than being elated. Why do we desire objects of the world? It is for happiness. When the illusion of happiness is in objects of the world is removed, we find that the outgoing mind slows down and is more happy with itself. As we focus more and more on ourselves, we become quiet and happy. How do we practice this in our everyday life? Mindful consumption, gratitude and reflection, value based living, minimalism with intention, diary writing, which helps both in reflection as well as review. It is only by the grace of the Guru we come to understand that satsang gives us the real wealth, as it puts us in touch with the leader of rise, with the ladder of rise. Due to satsang, there is freedom from attachment, delusion. We understand the tattva. One is liberated in life. In a busy town crowded with glossy gadgets, a young designer named Satish chased the next big thing, convinced that wealth meant owning the latest device. Yet his ear felt hollow and restless. Heart, it must be heart. Okay. One afternoon, an elderly craftsman handed him a plain wooden bowl and said, "Hold this and ask what you truly need." He realized his true needs were a simple shelter, a kind word, and a work that could change lives. The craftsman spoke softly, "Turn what you have into what others need." Satish decided to build something with intention, not novelty. He began prototyping a single elegant product that combined function with beauty. He formed a small team, not to chart trends but to serve users who valued purpose. Product became a quiet force trusted by teachers, students, etc. Satish learned that wealth is not measured by money or fame, but by the impact of work. He felt satisfied not in catering to his desires, but by working with a purpose for common good. To love God for health, wealth, or betterment of daily affairs is to love all these and not God. स्वामी चिन्मयानंद जी गुरुदेव हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।